Hey people, so as you can see by the clock on the wall behind me, it's like 12:20 at night, and like 2 minutes ago, I'm just happened to be up. I'm not working this weekend, so I stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning on nights like this. I just got this comment. This is on the truth about 50 Shades of Grey from a survivor of domestic violence. If you haven't seen that video, please go watch it. This was happened during the time when 50 Shades of Grey came out, and there was this big brouhaha from the feminist community about 50 Shades of Grey being this thing that, would lead to more domestic violence, and how much bullshit that was. This comment from Mandy Manners, and I'm calling you out, Mandy. And if you want to actually have a conversation with me and not just leave some drive-by fucking comment on my videos, please, let's do this. I'm going to play your comment right now and then I'm going to respond to it. If you want to have an actual discussion and try to tell me how much of a disgusting pig I am, which you state in your comment, let's do it. Let's actually have that conversation. Let's have that conversation because I can do a live Google Hangout on my channel, because I do have enough subscribers that I do actually have the ability to do that. Let's do this. You want to try to sit there and call me out and say shit about me? Let's do this. So let's go for this.
Irrelevant. Regardless of the movie or book, your community will never be considered acceptable. Most masters are disgusting pigs mentally and physically. Just as you are doomed, get over it and stop worrying about what others think, fool. If you want to be left alone and not be judged, stop oversharing and get off social media. Duh.
First off, fuck you. Fuck you. You want to come on that video and say something like that to me? Let's go down and break down what you have to say. You simply said that my community will never be acceptable. So what? We're not looking for acceptance. We're looking for being ignored. But guess what? We still exist. We will always exist. We have always existed. What we do has, from the time humans have been able to be human and actually have a thought in their head, what we do has always existed. It may not have the names it has today, may not have the order and the structure that it has today, but guess what? It has always existed. And regardless of people like you, it will always exist. We are here. We will not be going away. I am not looking for your acceptance. I'm looking for your ignorance. Ignore me. You want to have a community and have a thing that says basically that we have to accept you and everything about you and have just acknowledge everything that you are, and you want us to just go, oh yeah, you're right. No. We exist. We will exist and we will always exist. This idea of a dominant submissive relationship has been around since the dawn of time and will be around always. And no matter how much you say, we'll change that. You continue that most masters, and you put masters in quotation, and love the fact that you use the term most, meaning that you actually believe that there are some masters who are good people, that are not, as you say, disgusting pigs. And if you think that I mentally and physically abuse the people I'm with, you have no fucking clue who I am. I spend most of my time when I am with the people I am with trying to prop them up and make them better. I always do that. I always try to do that. I try to make their lives better. I make them mentally healthier, and sometimes even physically healthier, depending on the situation at hand. As far as physically abusing the people I'm with, fuck you. As someone who is the victim of physical abuse and mental abuse, by the way, for you to sit here and think that I and the vast majority of people like me are like that, you have no clue what you're talking about. Have you even taken time to talk to somebody like me? No, you haven't, because you wouldn't be making those statements if you did. Have you taken time to understand what we do? No, you haven't. You are a person who sits there and judges other people for what you perceive, you assume they do. Every person that I ever been has ever been in my life, I have spent more of my time trying to take care of them and make them better. Have you done that? Tell me. I'd love to know. Do you try to make people in your life better? Try to make them a more rounded person? To give them what they need? And sometimes your own expense? Because I know I have. Stop worrying about it and what others think. Honestly, I don't care. You want to think what you want to think, that's great. But don't come by and do a drive-by comment like this and think that you're going to get away with it, because you're not. I don't do that. If you want to be left alone and not be judged, stop all the oversharing and get off social media. Guess what? We live in a time and day where this is how we do things. This is how we communicate. I'm not doing these videos for you. I'm not doing these videos for people like you. I'm doing these videos for people like me. I'm doing these videos for people that want to know what to do. I have done nothing on this channel but try to tell people how to do this right. How to do this in a way that makes people better. I have always talked about safety, safe words, about how not to be an asshole, how not to do this. And you can very easily go through all my videos and see that not one point do I say, oh, take total advantage of them. Take over their lives and make them, worthless human beings. Never. Because that's not what I do. That's what not the vast majority of people in my lifestyle do. And for you to come along and assume it shows what kind of a pathetic human being you are. Not what a pathetic human being I am. Okay? This is just patheticness at its highest regard. You are a loathsome human being if this is what you think. We have an entire website, which is our social media platform. If you notice, I barely say stuff on Twitter. I barely say stuff on Facebook. I spend most of my time talking to people who need my advice. Every day. Every day. I get a message from somebody thanking me for this. Do you get people doing that? Do you get people who have actually said that an piece of advice you gave them 2 years ago has made their relationship so much stronger? I just got that 2 days ago. I got that from 2 days ago from somebody who said that they had sent a video thanking me for my videos, but had a question they wanted to ask me, and I gave them a piece of advice that helped her and the person she was with, and now they have been happily together, living their life for 2 years since that point, which if I had not given that advice, most likely they would not be together anymore. Can you say you've saved people's relationships? Can you? Tell me, can you? I don't think you can. I don't think you're the kind of person that can do that, because all you're trying to do is tear me down. Okay? There is nothing about this that is positive. Not one thing. And for you to come along and act like you're being positive by calling me fool, please stop it. Again, You want to debate me on this? You want to have a conversation about this? I'm more than happy to. I have been doing this for over 20 years. I have had tons of people in my life. People that have come into my life. I've helped them find out who they are and what they are. And guess what? The vast majority of them, the ones that weren't abusive to me, have gone on to be better people. Can you say that? I don't think you can. You want to talk to me? You know how to get a hold of me. In this video, there's going to be a link to my email address. If you don't want to get onto FetLife and talk to me because of those scary, evil people on there, it's fine. Email me. Set up a time. Let's talk. Let's talk like rational human beings, an adult to an adult. That's it. Be well and safe.